Are you struggling to climb the leaderboard in Rebirth Ranked? Ranked is very sweaty, very different than normal Rebirth, and very unforgiving. So in today's video, we're diving into exactly what you need to change in order to maximize your SR. The question is, are you ready to push for iridescent? So when we talk about Rebirth Ranked and maximizing your SR to climb the leaderboards, there's really two very important things that you need to understand and that I really want you to take away from today's video. I'm going to give you a lot of information and tips throughout, but if you don't remember anything else, just remember these two things. Now, the first is partially a mindset shift and partially a skill. It's probably one of the biggest differences between, those Crimson, Iridescent top 250 players and those of you that are stuck in, silver, gold, platinum, and even diamond, which is the speed of Rebirth Ranked. Everything happens faster. The TTK is faster. Why? Because enemies don't miss shots. So we have to react quicker. We got to be more aware of our cover. Movement's got to be quicker. Why? Because enemies' movement is quicker. We got to utilize movement better. Why? To take less damage against enemies and slow down that TTK and make it harder for them to hit us. Our decision-making has to be quicker. Now, this first gunfight right here, I want you to just watch this and pick out 2 or 3 things that you notice when it comes to the speed at which I'm playing. And then we'll circle back and we'll highlight them. So, the first thing is obviously going to be aim and basic movement, which I will say, guys, after the end of every single one of my videos, I have a how to practice video. So that'll be at the end for you. How to practice if you have 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, all the way up to 5+ hours a day. What should you be doing to improve? But right here, first thing, guys, obviously basic movement, right? We're going to do a little bit of a strafe there, a little bit of a jump. Obviously allows us to take a little bit less damage. Now, I knew that this guy just flew in. So what do? I quickly decide to push this and put the pressure on, knowing that he's really not in a good spot. He's around the corner. Now, what's the next quick decision I make? Well, I don't loot this guy, right? I don't go loot and grab his cash and his plates and what gun does he have? Does he have a C9? Does he have a Ladra? Like, what gun? No, I don't know where his teammates are, and I know that I'm low health. So immediately, I'm working back to cover until I get that information. I say, oh, okay, I'm in a pretty good spot here. Now we can go ahead and circle back. Now, my teammate ends up looting that guy, but that's something we're going to go back to throughout this entire video. The speed of Rebirth Ranked. The second thing is an obvious one, guys. Endgame's the most important thing. Like, you just need to get that in your brain. Like, stay alive at all costs. At the end of the day, the top level of Diamond, the deployment fee is 90 SR. You get 100 SR for finishing 3rd. So if you just get 0 kills and finish in 3rd, you're going to gain SR. It's going to be slow. We obviously want to get kills, but that is something that's very important to understand, is that endgame is the most important thing. Now, those are the 2 biggest things. We're going to go back to those. We're also going to mix in a lot of minor tips here. When we talk about ranked, obviously, guys, teams in ranked stacked. They should stack. It's a team-based game mode, right? One of the most important things is character skins. We see the, wrestler with no shirt. We see the platinum skin. So as soon as I see that platinum skin peak, we see this guy right here. If I see the wrestler guy with no shirt re-peak, I know that I can challenge this and potentially get that down. The moment that I see this character skin right here, who's brand new, and I know that I haven't done any damage to him, and he gets first shot on me, what do? We quickly react, and we don't over-challenge. That's going to be something very important, understanding when you're going to lose a gunfight and getting out of that situation before. Real quick, by the way, guys, if you are looking to get better at ranked, that's going to be a lot of my content moving forward. Take a second. Actually, no, you know what? Give me 30 days. Subscribe down below. Watch my videos. I promise you'll become a better player. And if not after 30 days, I totally get it, guys. You can unsubscribe, but I guarantee you that's not going to happen. And also, if you want your teammates to be better as well, make sure you send this to them because it's going to help them. Now, what do? Right? What's the quick decision that I make right here? We back off, but what do? I don't back off to nothing. Like, I go and I start to work towards my re-engage, right? I start to work towards that next angle, trying to figure out, okay, let's go ahead and challenge from here. I want you to watch the mini-map in this next 20 seconds and pick up on something that's very, very important when it comes to awareness, okay? What is it? Just watch. So in this situation right here, what do we notice? These are the little things that you have to quickly react to and piece together to get out of certain situations or understand the situation that you're in, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, we work towards platinum right here. What do I notice? One guy on my level, if you draw a clock, he's probably about 6 o'clock on me, or 7 o'clock on me, and I know that I'm in a little bit of a tough spot, right? So we back off to replate. I'm kind of using this as my cover, and then I see that my buddy Marco here, he's actually not my buddy, I'm playing with randoms here. I got my teammate Marco here to kind of cover me and help me out. Now, the biggest thing that I notice is that when I peek this corner here, there was only one guy on radar, right? There's only one guy that was kind of floating around right here on minimap. This right here is a new team. So here comes that third party, and we have to assume that this is a full team, right? We don't know how many it is. We don't know if it's just one or if he's got enemy number 2 right here and enemy number 3 right here. So we've got to be very aware of that situation and quickly piece together, hey, what I saw in the minimap does not match what I'm seeing with my eyes right now. We got to piece that together. Now, from here, guys, we'll talk about this situation. I do want to quickly highlight, guys, I'm still fighting with floor loot here. Me and Marco are. Our buddy Vaselina down here actually did get loadout and a UAV up. You really need to work on floor loot comfortability and work on that recoil control to be able to use any gun. I've got an LC-10 and a Cypher here, and we're actually going to rock with this for a while. Part of ranked is being comfortable with floor loot. It's something that happens a lot more in ranked than it does in pubs, so we really have to be comfortable. But at the end of the day, guys, we always do want to get loadout, specifically loadout guns and perks being the big one, which gives us a lot of outplay potential. Wanted to mention that, but let's go back here. So this guy on the minimap is the guy we're fighting. Do not hyper-focus on just one enemy or one team. That's when you get shot in the back. What do I notice right here? I notice this guy. I'm always looking for an easy 1v1 fight, okay? I'm not looking to challenge 1v2, 1v3. We'll see an example of that later. I always want to look for a 1v1. So instead of this guy, I go, hey, let's go this guy right here. And immediately I shift my focus. Just because I made the decision to shoot this guy doesn't mean I can't then quickly again, I say pivot to this enemy over here. And that's that mini-map awareness and that understanding of where enemies are, saying, hey, I know this guy's down below me, kind of in a little bit of a weird spot. We can go ahead and challenge this. Pushing up. Now, what was the quick decision that I made right there? Right? Again, I told you, because of that fast TTK, we have to be very fast TTK because enemies don't miss as many shots. This guy's got high ground on me, right? He just flipped the script. I went to go push him when he was down low and I had the advantage, and now he has the advantage here. And I've got a heli flying my direction. So immediately I back off here and I say, hey, I need to go get to cover. I need to back out of this situation. I'm going to go ahead and work back here. We've got one guy actually kind of right here somewhere. He's above us, so we don't know if he's rooftop or where he is. But now we're just kind of floating around. I also do want to quickly mention, guys, when it comes to, your movement and, your aim and feeling more comfortable and being able to play faster, controller absolutely does help. We just launched the Cup of Joe 5 custom PS5 aim controller. For those of you guys who are unfamiliar, there's a link in the pinned comment to that. For those of you guys who are unfamiliar, AIM is a great company. They're officially licensed PS5 controllers, so they're actually made by Sony. Lifetime warranty on modded parts. If your paddle or something breaks, you can absolutely get it replaced. On that modded part, you can get it replaced under warranty. You don't have to buy a new controller. Anyway, code Cup of Joe. You can get the custom one. You can build your own, whatever it may be. Code Cup of Joe if you want to. Let's go ahead and jump back in. Now, obviously, guys, the team dynamic is very important, right? Circle back. I don't know. Dude, I'll be honest with you real quick. I don't know what just happened. I think that this guy went to go execute or something and ended up trying to revive him. I have no idea. He's got to be going to execute. Now, what's the most important thing here, though? Watch your minimap. Okay, so let's look at minimap right here. So here's this guy. Okay. Now, this guy that got downed and thirsted probably just told his teammate, hey, I've got one downed. So what is this guy around the corner here going to do? He's probably going to go push, right? So my job here is to hold this angle to help out my teammate here to get the self-revive off, right? So we're just going to sit here and hold. We're just going to play patient here. I'm going to cover for him. And That's that aim dynamic, guys. That's where we're able to get this kill right here. We're able to pick up that SR because of having good shots. If we miss shots there, that guy absolutely gets away. One guy above, probably rooftop. We're back to, like, not really understanding where anybody is. You know, things happen fast. I had an LC-10 out, but here comes my teammate, that team dynamic. There's really two important team dynamics that I think are super, super important. And let me know if you guys want a full video on this, which is last alive. That goes back to the end game dynamic and just covering for one another. You know, making sure that you guys never get full wipes so you can make it to that end game, get that top 3. And then, of course, you know, right here, I go down. I've got an LC-10. I forget what he had. But ultimately, my teammate's right here. And now I am going to burn self-revive right here because I think my teammate works to the next enemy. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to burn here. He's working to the next guy. We're going to go ahead and start to reset. We're at 4 kills here in the first circle, by the way, which if you watch my pub videos, 4 kills in the first circle is 20 kill pacing. Look at the weapon pings, guys. Look at the weapon pings down below. This is crucial in ranked. Paying attention to when people shoot unsuppressed weapons. A lot of people run an unsuppressed Cypher, an unsuppressed, you know, whether it's Ladra or C9. So when we hear that shooting and we see that minimap and we see those weapon pings, what I'm thinking about in this moment is third party, right? This is easy third party. Catch them off guard, pick up maybe, you know, I only have to put a few shots potentially and be able to get that kill. Just like I said, that guy wasn't full plates. Back off, play cover, right? But more importantly, what'd you notice on the minimap there? Right? So when I look at minimap here, I see one guy, right? So I know it's only one more around that corner. As I said, guys, you got to be able to win your 1v1s. And this is aim. This is centering. This is hip firing before I ADS. This is a little bit of basic movement and obviously hitting those high damage areas right there. That's how we're able to go ahead and win that gunfight. Look at Marco. We're already working back towards our teammate here, right? I've got his cover right here. Notice how quick I played up and I'm right back in the mix here. Push up top. We got all 3 of us back together. And notice I'm still not fighting with loadout in this moment. But we're still at 6 kills. We're in a really good spot. Obviously, we have 2 loadouts up, so we're in a really good spot to regain as well. But we got the loadout right by us here, and then we obviously have the loadout that's over to the right side. My one concern with loadout right here, guys, is it's very out in the open, and, like, I don't really know where anybody is. Like, I can get shot from here, from top here. I could technically probably get shot from there, Like, we're in a really bad spot here loadout-wise. So we're just kind of floating with floor loot for a little bit. Not ideal. I would love to have loadout much quicker. And our teammate actually has loadout because he bought the one over at No Name Island. We also have plenty of cash here. So I think my thought process was actually to go buy a loadout. And then I realized we have 2 up. And I was like, okay, maybe I just go rotate back to loadout here. Look, teammate's pinging right there. Good comms by my teammate. We don't have voice comms, but we do have ping comms. Use what we have, right? Use the flash to our advantage. I don't see anything at the moment. We're just trying to play patient here. Now we can go. Look, we're just kind of playing the angle. There he is. What do you do in this moment? Guys, don't forget about lethals and tacticals. It's super, super important that you use them to your advantage, whether that's to get a full kill, whether that's to do damage, or to force an enemy to do something, right? In this case, I'm going to throw the thermite, which is going to force him out. Now we can go ahead and get that kill. Minimap, one guy right outside on my level, so I got to be careful of that guy pushing. But now we have loadout guns, right? So now we're in a much better position to be able to challenge with more confidence. And, guys, at the end of the day, sometimes dying's going to happen. Mistakes happen. It is what it is. You know, got caught in a little bit of a weird challenge. You're going to die in rank. There's no more death fee, which is really, really nice. But sometimes you are just going to kind of, he plays the head glitch right there. We kind of go to challenge. We end up bumping each other. And at this moment, when you're in this situation, it's basically who can find the other person quicker. And he just found me quicker than I could find him. Is what it is. Not that big of a deal. We got plenty of options to regain right here. We're still in a great spot. I think we have 7 kills already. Obviously, we got to wait for my teammates to get me back right here. That's the most important thing, making sure we're staying alive. And I still want to try to get this loadout right here. I still want to focus on trying to get my guns. And as I said, getting perks. I think perks are one of the biggest things when it comes to outplay potential. Whether it's, you know, I love Scavenger for the cash flow. Obviously, guys, I'm running Quick Fix and Tempered. Tempered to put 2 plates in. Quick Fix to basically get my base health regen quicker, to be able to plate up and shoot while I'm plating up. It's just a huge advantage, especially when it comes to that speed and pacing dynamic. Weapon ping right here. There's your weapon ping, right? So what I'm hoping is that this guy pushes out the door right here, and I can just kind of play this angle and get the easy kill. +3 elimination by squad mate. And I'm just kind of waiting there. We're just, look at our spacing. We're kind of all around, but we're not like right on top of each other. Fire sale. Make sure you take advantage of your 2 tips here. Number 1, make sure you take advantage of the fire sale. And number 2, more importantly, guys, one of the biggest advantages that you can give yourself in general playing Rebirth is an advanced UAV. Okay? If we have cash, we have the cash flow, get an advanced UAV up, guys. Get the advanced UAV up. You're going to see it right here. It gives us so much information to be able to string kills together. Now, remember I told you, always look for the solo fight and how we don't want to really fight those 1v3 situations, especially as you get up into Platinum, Diamond, and above. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's just, unless you're like Knight or Biffle, it's just not going to happen. So, what I see here is the solo fight. But watch how this fight evolves. Watch. It's kind of pushing back. Right? So I still got some pressure on him. Can't quite get the down. Kind of watching. Kind of making sure I'm careful pushing up here because I know I'm a little bit exposed in this long hallway. There's that guy right there. And look. Now, by the end of this, guys, look at all 3 of them. Look, they are all 3 looking my direction, right? They are all 3 looking here. So I'm out. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Let's go find, and I'm solo queuing here, so I'm playing with randoms. You know, obviously, if you're playing with a squad here, you might be able to try to challenge this, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of easier kills floating around here that we could absolutely take versus pushing this full strength stack of 3. And this is advanced UAV. Let's go find some other information. Watch us string together kills right here. I really want you to focus on the minimap, and I want you to focus on my quick decision-making here, because we're about to rip off 4 or 5 kills. Okay. Go put the pressure on this enemy. Get shot in the back. Played up. Minimap. He's on my level. We turn. Dead. Right? There's number 1. Okay. Guy on water tower. Right? Quick decision. Boom. We hit shots. There's number 2. Guy down below me right there. He threw the heli. Guy down below, about to go challenge my teammate. Right? Here's number 3. Okay? Here's number 3. Over to my right side. Guy flying in above. Here's number 4. Guy around to the right side. Go challenge this guy. Here's number 5. So I think all in all, I walked away with 4 confirmed kills right there. But, like, you can see minimap right here. Right? This is that quick decision making that I'm talking about. You know? Right there, the guy flips to on my level. Dead, right? Gotta execute. Gotta hit high damage areas, use basic movement. Then what do? Well, I see this guy over here. Little bit aggressive to challenge here with low plates, but we're gonna go ahead. We see him up top. Gotta hit shots right there, okay? Then somebody throws the heli, right? Immediately what I notice here as I look at minimap is this guy down below me, okay? So quick plate up. This is where I'm using quick fix tempered combination to my advantage. If I didn't have quick fix and tempered, I'm not in a position to challenge right here. This fight gets messy, and I don't get that first shot off, right? Boom. We're going to go ahead and get that kill. Now, minimap right here, guys, I look at minimap, and I see this guy right here on my level, okay? Then I see this guy flying in, and I react to that situation. And on top of that, I see this guy right here again as I look at minimap. As I'm looking at minimap, I see this faded dot right here on my level, which is why I actually go to swing a little bit wide here. You can see I'm about to kind of slide out and challenge here, and then he's right here, and we're going to go ahead and just hit him with a little bit of movement. Just like that, 4 kills, boom. And we're top 10, so we got a little bit of a bonus. Pause. That was a lot. A lot of pacing, but it all comes down to information and execution. right? Acting on info, using that advanced UAV, finding the solo kills, and then using basic aim and movement to win those gunfights. From here, endgame begins when respawn disables. So now all of a sudden, we've got to be very strategic. Why? Because there's 11 teams left, and we need to get to at least top 3. Like, there's 11 teams left in endgame. That is insanity. We got a long ways to go, and anytime that we die, one of us dies, the game gets significantly tougher because we got to force a buyback. We've got to obviously rotate out in the open to try to hit this and then work our way back. So we've got to be really, really strategic. Starting off. UAV up. We get the missile right there. So let's go ahead and use that. Let's grab self-revive here so we have it. We can go ahead and work back. Look at these guys to our right side above us. And you're going to see us slow this game down a little bit. Still above us. One guy to the left side. There's our solo kill. There's our solo player right there. Yep, can't quite get that guy, so don't need to worry about him. Still a bunch of people above us, rooftop. Teammates going up. Green teammates going up. Blue teammates working up. Yep. I mean, we're in a spot here where we're playing really well together as a squad. We are trading out kills. No voice comms. This is just all based on instincts and knowing when to put the pressure on and when not to. I almost get my teammate killed right here with the PA. Was that RPA? Maybe that was RPA. I actually think that was RPA. I didn't think it was. Look at all these people out of circle, guys. That's immediately what I noticed in this situation, right? We're going to go ahead and push down. But what do we act on? I act on this. I see this. And I know that all of these are free kills because people have to rotate in. They're stuck. Watch how many kills. We're at 12 here, right? And I'm just playing patient. One guy there. Can't quite get that angle. I'm just waiting. Come on. I know you got to move. Obviously got to execute. Got to hit shots, right? Where's there another one? I'm just kind of chilling here, looking at where my teammates are. One guy over to the left side here. Dead. There's number 14. Get shot from the right side. Fine. We react. We react to that, and now we're in a really good position. Teammate goes down. Teammate goes down with no self-revive. What's your thought process right here? Don't immediately think about the revive. I'm thinking about who killed him. There he is, right? Semtex to my advantage. Tag. See if we can quickly maybe get the full kill to take out the self-revive, but don't go down. And then we focus on that revive. We focus on that team dynamic, making sure at this point, guys, it's more important to have him alive, or her alive, Vaselina alive, than it is to get one kill, right? It's more important for the squad, and it puts us in a... Also, look how close we are to this game ending, by the way. I mean, we are really close to this game ending because I almost go down here, and Marco almost goes down in a little bit of a tough spot. We ultimately stay alive here. It's more important to stay full strength than it is to be able to get that full kill. And I think I end up getting that full kill. Still 9 teams up here, and we did get a good circle pull. What's your thought process in this moment with this end circle? My only thought process right here is be careful of people trying to push. Okay, so we've got to be careful of people trying to push rooftop, right, from here or the ladder or even the zip. And I've got to be careful of people trying to push offices from the like down here, from prison, and from this jump spot. So that's what we really got to be careful of in this moment. That's why you can see I'm kind of looking that direction here. I kind of look down this way here to hold this angle, just in case anybody tries to flank and push up here, you know. My teammates are cooking up top. They're in a good position to be able to shoot down on people. At this point, guys, I'm not paying attention to how many teams are left. Not yet. If I'm last alive, I will, but not at this moment. You know, I'm still thinking about kills in this position. Strategic kills, though, right? Like, I'm not going to go push that. I'm just thinking about kills that I can easily get. Guy shooting straight ahead. He's out of zone. Okay, this is a pretty easy one right here. Let's just wait. Come on. He's got to jump, right? There's nothing that this guy can do. We just basically... dead, right? Take that kill. Nice. There's kill number 16. Bunch of people still got to rotate in from outside. Watch the team shot right here. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as well. Smash that like button. I really appreciate it. More importantly, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are looking to get better at ranked. Why did I ping that? In my mind, that ping was just a, hey, be aware that somebody might try to take zip here, right? when we look at this zone, somebody might try to flank Zip and come kill us, so be aware of that. That's why I pinged that. Yep, watch the team shot. Both of us. Gives me credit for the kill, but he gets the +5. He gets the +5 SR as well. Yeah, one guy down below. So 5 teams left here. Yep, just holding Zip, making sure nobody takes that. If nobody's up here with us, everybody's down below. Watch the team shot. Everybody gets 5 SR right there. And now we just kind of... I'm going to push this forward. Because circle's going to close here. And ultimately, what we think about in this moment is, hey, I've got 2 stims, I've got a gas mask, and I've got self-revive. You know? You're going to see, we're going to... There's no... With 4 teams left, this isn't worth fighting. We are in the best position possible. This is where, guys, SR, SR, SR. At the very least, let's get us to top 3. Obviously, we want to make sure that we win. As long as possible, we can. By the way, you see this, I did not mean to fall down. I end up falling down here in a minute. Yeah, did not mean to fall down there. And I was worried about people that were in offices. So yeah, still a bunch of people down below. Kill by squad mates, that's +5 right there. I end up going down to fall damage actually right there in that moment. Look at how much damage I take from fall damage. Watch my base health. Boom, right? So we end up going down there because of fall damage. And now we're in a little bit of a tough spot. But what you're going to see here is we've got the stims. You know, we can go ahead and stim. Make sure we're in a good position here. We're just going to keep kind of working. We're at top 2. So now it's just a matter of getting that extra SR for winning. And look, nobody wanted to fight. We were in the best position possible. I had self-revive. I had the gas mask. Which, by the way, don't forget that I bought that self-revive. There's the dub right there. 31 kills as a squad. I mean, I had 18 right there. I think I had almost 10,000 damage, maybe a little less than that. But, you know, I bought that self-revive late. We had the gas mask. We put ourselves in a good position for endgame. We ultimately clutched the win. But 2 biggest things, guys. Start to work on that faster pace of play. Understanding the game's going to be faster. Really working on your aim and movement, which, again, that video will be at the end here. You know, really working on that quick decision-making, reacting to things quicker, and then, of course, making sure that we're prioritizing that end game. Let me know down in the comments below if you want me to do more ranked videos. Make sure you subscribe for more, and as I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.